Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
A 10-year-old TikTok star is in a medically induced coma after the chronically ill youngster suffered a sudden health decline. Bella Thompson, known to her fans as Bella Brave, was born with 3 debilitating genetic conditions which saw her hospitalized for the first 2 years of her life. Her mother, Kyla, started posting about the girl's struggles in 2014 and said she had thought her daughter would no longer have to have long hospital stays following a bowel transplant last year. But on Wednesday, Kyla posted on Instagram that she was placed in a medically induced coma after contracting a viral infection in her lungs. "They told us they don't know if she'll survive this," the heartbroken mother wrote. She explained in an earlier post that Bella had contracted a virus and may have developed bronchiolitis obliterans, a condition that results in the obstruction of the smallest airways of the lungs due to inflammation. The American Lung Association describes it as an irreversible and chronic condition that is also known as popcorn lung. The young girl was then put on oxygen, as doctors at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto, Canada worked to get her better. All of the teams, especially our head of transplant doc, have reached out internationally to other colleagues to help solve this issue for Bella, Kyla wrote on Sunday, sharing photos of her daughter hooked up to a slew of machines. Knowing she is the only child they have ever seen with this combo of rare diseases and transplants, it is not lost on them to look to other specialists across the globe, and so they have. But 2 days later, Kyla posted in an update that although Bella was at first sitting up, chatty, she began to struggle. "She lost 4 pounds in 1 day, putting all her energy into breathing," she wrote. Kyla, a former public school teacher who became her daughter's full-time caretaker, explained that Bella's carbon dioxide levels increased and she started to doze off and have delirium. "She was alert enough to tell me I turned into a piece of bread, but also knew she was at Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto," Kyla wrote, sharing inspirational quotes. "They knew at that point they needed to sedate her and intubate her before she crashed. We left having them tell us they didn't know if she'll make it through the night," Kyla continued. But she did. The next day, however, Bella was placed in the medically induced coma. As Kyla said, "The best of the best were telling us it looked really bad. But I kept a lifted stare, intensely listening until I heard what hope there was left that we could hang on to." She said the doctors told her there had been a rapid deterioration of Bella's lungs, which they believed could be an immune response. To help solve the issue, Bella was placed on a large dose of steroids, which she called the one option they have left to help her lungs work again. Bella took the steroids for 2 days, and Kyla said, "Day 3 will give us more information on how soon we could see her lung function improve. She's stable, and that in itself is the improvement for now," she added. By Thursday, Kyla said Bella was showing signs of improvement. 2 days ago, they were preparing us for her not to survive, she told People magazine. But today they've told us she's shown she is fighting and actually shows improvements. Still, Kyla said, we are not out of the woods. This could take weeks, but we are holding on to hope for her and never letting go. She's showing us she's fighting and she will make it out of this. Bella was diagnosed with 3 genetic conditions shortly after she was born, including Hirschsprung's disease, which causes problems passing stool, and severe combined immunodeficiency, SCID. Kyla previously explained that Bella's severe medical needs became apparent when she was just 3 days old. "We were told that Bella suffered from a bowel disease called Hirschsprung, where parts of the colon are dead," she recounted in 2022. The condition is caused by a genetic mutation, and in the first 8 months of her life, Bella had 3 operations to remove the dead parts of her bowel. At 11 months, Bella's parents were told she also has SCID, which meant she could die from just catching a common cold. Again, the result of a genetic mutation. After spending 2 months in isolation in hospital, Bika